Okay, welcome everyone. We are live on X, LinkedIn, YouTube, and even Binance Square. Welcome, Richard.
Thank you, Martin.
Hope you're doing well.
Fine, you?
Yeah, perfect. We already got 4 viewers. Let me check. So we've got a chat. Everybody feel free to ask any question. Today we're gonna cover what is 50 Partners, the hackathon Act for Privacy we are organizing together, iExec and 50 Partners, and other news, things, everything you need to know if you want to be part of this amazing hackathon we are organizing. So we're gonna wait a few, 1 or 2 minutes, wait the audience. Everybody, you can grab a coffee, sit comfortable, and classic question while we are waiting for everybody. Richard, anything in the Web3 or Web2 space recently that surprised you, inspired you?
Yeah, of course. So we like to be quite agnostic at 50 Partners in Web3 space, but of course we are digging some stuff at the moment. And for now, we are digging what's behind all the prop AMM trend. We just published an article on a paragraph and today, so feel free to read it. And we're also a bit curious about what we have around, of course, privacy, because I think that's a big trend in 2026. We already backed some founders on it, but also on BTCFi and all we can see around, of course, prediction market, RWA, and so on.
Nice. We can follow everything about 50 Partners on their socials. Easy. You just need to write 50 Partners on X, LinkedIn, everywhere, and you can follow them.
Yeah. Important to mention that the X count of 50 Partners is only dedicated to Web3 news, thread, and so on. So feel free to follow us if you want to know more about what we do, what we think, and who we back.
Nice. We are about to get started in a few seconds. And hope we will spread some good news in this red market. You can win 6,000K with this hackathon. So,
6,000K.
600,000. Wow. Yeah, a lot of money. But you can build amazing projects in DeFi and in cDeFi and AWS. So let's start our live session. Thank you for being here, Richard. That's pretty amazing. We are starting 2026 with an amazing event, our Act for Privacy Hackathon together. But first, let's talk about you. Can you introduce yourself and how you get into Web3, the origin story of 50 Partners?
Yeah, of course. So thank you for having me today in this stream, Martin, and all the iExec team. So my name is Richard. I lead the Web3 department of 50 Partners. I'm the Web3 investment director at 50 Partners. I fell into the Web3 rabbit hole when I was a generalist VC at BPI France, the French National Bank. I was like Mr. Crypto and Mr. DeFi in this team. So I decided to dig a bit this ecosystem. After that, I was involved in several DeFi and GameFi projects at the very beginning. Then I moved to La Française des Jeux. I was in charge of the Web3 strategy of La Française des Jeux. And one day, 50 Partners called me to tell me, okay, we have an idea to create a Web3 department. We want to be part of it and create it from scratch. I didn't take too many times to say a big yes. And today we have created this department 3 years ago now. We are backing 17 companies and we are backed by 50 amazing French-speaking entrepreneurs in the Web3 space, such as Gilles, the CEO of iExec.
Yeah.
We are very proud of it.
Yeah, nice. That was a really amazing opportunity you get joining 50 partners and lead the Web3 section. That's pretty cool. What is the why? You know, I'm a big fan of the golden circle, the why, what, how, and what is the why behind 50 partners?
Yeah. You know, we have a big conviction at 50 Partners. So 50 Partners has been created 13 years ago. And the idea and the strong conviction is the best way to build scalable and big success story in entrepreneurship is to put in front of the young entrepreneurs some experienced entrepreneurs that already faced all the changes, that a young entrepreneur can face. So that the core conviction of 50 Partners. So that's why we create. We have 4 departments now: digital, which is tech agnostic, impact, health, and Web3. And for each of them, we gather 50 experienced entrepreneurs in this topic to help a very few number of startups to tackle every change they can have in terms of fundraising, technical problem, of tokenomics, and so on. So the why is to create a solution for the entrepreneurs and by the entrepreneurs, because we think that's the best way to support the Web3 entrepreneurs and all the entrepreneurs that will scale tomorrow.
Really cool, really cool. You are talking about entrepreneur. So what type of project you are mentoring, incubating? Like it's early stage project with a base user base, or even more?
Yeah, it's important to notice that we are an hybrid model between an accelerator and a VC fund, because we support the startup over the very long term in an operational way with the accelerator, but we also have some VC funds that can invest in the startup, and mainly in the startups accelerated by 50 partners. So it's important to understand the answer of your question. We back some early stage startups. We want to really understand how they work, to help them to work better, and to help them to tackle the very first change they can have. I mean, the maturity level of the startup that we decide to back is like some startups that have some sign of tractions, maybe commercial traction, but also partnership tractions, regulatory tractions, etc., etc. So we need a bit more or just an idea, but we can commit 50 partners at a very early stage of maturity. And after that, when we think that's the good moment to go further, we can, after it, invest in this project as soon as we think that, okay, we think that together we have built the good way to scale together. And at this moment, we say, okay, we can invest in them because we like the entrepreneurs, we like the idea, we think the market is important, and we know that if they have a problem, we'll find a solution together with the partners, so the experienced entrepreneurs. So that's also a way to hedge our risk in terms of venture capital investing.
Okay, nice strategy. Do you have an example of a project that you incubated and that was successful? A project maybe we know or we can see in the media, or?
Yep, of course. So the majority of the startups we have in our portfolio are quite early for the moment, but we already saw some good signs of tractions and success. The last one, I don't know if you see the conference of Jupiter at Sona Breakpoint, but they just announced that they are creating several startups, and one of our portfolio is one of them. It's Rain, so that's just an announcement for the moment. But we are working. We have worked with Rain since the very beginning. I mean, we decided to back them before have the company registered in France, but they had the protocol. Yeah, that's one of the success we saw, that the first exit of the accelerator, but we are definitely confident in the fact that we see some other good ones in the next few months or years, I think. But yeah, that's the last one. And so Rain is a lending protocol on Solana.
Okay, pretty cool, very cool. And imagine I'm an entrepreneur. What is the little extra something you've got at 50 Partners that will help me to choose between you and another incubator? I know your team is amazing, but what is a little extra something?
That's a good question, because if an entrepreneur doesn't ask me this question, I will say, okay, that's awkward. Why doesn't he ask me this question? So the thing we have is like, we are not just an incubator, an accelerator, or what we or call us what you want, but we're really long-term partner, because we want to back and to support the entrepreneurs over the very long term. I mean, 5 to 6 years of acceleration. So we are more like a late co-founder of the project. And this late co-founder is constituted by 50 experienced entrepreneurs. So that's the first thing. We are really involved over the long term. We don't want to say, okay, month one, we talk about product, month two about fundraising. No, we will try to find a solution at every problem and every stake a project can have. So the long-term vision is a backbone, a pillar of our accelerator. And the consequence is like, we cannot accelerate many projects. I mean, we have created the accelerator 3 years ago, and we only backed 16 projects. So that's nothing, because we cannot say, okay, we want to have a really strong impact on them if we say, okay, we select 50 projects per year. So that can be frustrating for the teams, because we have to choose, but that's a good way. So we are quite selective because of the model. We must be selective.
Yeah,
and the model of accelerator plus investors can be really relevant. And we like to be the link between maybe big investors and the entrepreneurs, because as soon as we are in board with some entrepreneurs, we have for some you can see some difficulties maybe to talk with these investors, because they have they want something, etc., etc. 50 Partners is like the link between them, to help them to talk together, because we are a VC, but we have a strong entrepreneurship value at 50 Partners, because a lot of team members of 50 Partners were entrepreneurs before. I was before jumping into crypto in a much more annoying sector. So that's the key value of 50 Partners, and I think that's also a way to differentiate ourselves with the other accelerator VC funds.
Nice. Yeah, that's a really good strategy, and focus on quality instead of quantity. And you've got a beautiful website with everything you need to know when you are an entrepreneur and you want to probably join 50 Partners. And you've got on the Web3 section, you've got some pretty good name. And you've got, of course, our iExec CEO, Gilles. And you can find startup, all information, and that's pretty cool. So let's now talk about this amazing hackathon we are organizing together. So, Act for Privacy. What is Act for Privacy? Act for Privacy, first, it's a hackathon. How started the idea of this hackathon? I know you met our CRO, Nathan, and you check in the end like, okay, guys, let's go, let's do a hackathon. What is this story about this hackathon, and why do you want to do a hackathon with us?
So that's pretty simple. That's the first hackathon we organize. We are definitely close with iExec because Jill is one of our partners, but we are friends just before that. We had some due diligence on a common project together. So we are really friends with iExec, and you have a strong experience in terms of hackathon. So as soon as we decided at 50 Partners to say, okay, we want to organize an hackathon, that was quite natural to say, we need to work with iExec to help us to work on it. And on top of that, we wanted to put the privacy
Nice.
in this hackathon. So that was quite natural to say, okay, we want to work with iExec.
Let's go. And privacy, that's the key. That's the key. Privacy and the iExec key, because this hackathon, it's the purpose of this hackathon is to build something confidential DeFi or confidential LWA with the iExec technology. And what is the iExec technology? It's simple. Basically, we are providing some privacy tools to developer, to builder, and they can leverage confidential computing to add an extra layer of privacy in their application. And it's pretty easy to use. Like, we've got some tools, it's a few command line tool, and you can integrate this privacy layer. And for builders who like, okay, confidential computing sounds really complicated, not at all. You can even find some older project built during last hackathon, and you can take some code snippets. And of course, we will provide some technical workshop, but we're gonna talk about the workshop week just a bit later. So this hackathon, I'm gonna share again my screen, and I'm gonna share the link on Twitter. And let's go. So it's pretty easy. Act for Privacy by iExec and 50 partners. And on this Luma page, you can find everything you need to know: the price, the registration link, and I will show just after where you can find this one. And the plus, like 50 partners, you are providing something else. Like, of course, you can win money, but you can win something else. And what is this?
Yeah, the idea more just to propose some cash and money with this hackathon. We also want to help the hackers to improve their entrepreneurship skills, and that not just technical. So we want to organize some workshops on a more business side. So that's why we decided to organize 3 workshops. The first one is about ideation with some researchers in crypto to help the hackers to choose the right subject, the right project to hack. The second one is with their society to help the hackers to be confident when they have to pitch their project in front of a big audience or VC, etc. Why? Because the 3 winners of this hackathon will have the opportunity to pitch in our big conference on February 10. You'll have some many informations in our socials in the next few days, because we'll do some big announcement next week. But this conference will be in a Paris cinema next to Les Champs-Élysées in Paris. And you'll have some big VCs, entrepreneurs, and builders around this event, like Robbie Young from Animoca, like Coralie Billman from Circle, like Matt O'Connor from Legion, etc., and many more speakers, VC, etc. So that's really important to really know how to pitch in front of such an audience. And the last one is an Ask Me Anything with one of our partners, who is Adrien Faguet. Adrien Faguet is an ex-Ledger, and he created 2 companies, Stake Lab and Junction. He faced many problems and stakes in his entrepreneurship journey. He has some big success in these 2 months. He made also Alliance raised many funds, etc., etc. So that's an amazing maybe to really understand what is the best way to scale, and also for the hackers to ask any question to such a successful entrepreneur like Adrien.
Nice, and that's really important. Like, if you've got an opportunity to ask question to professional like Adrien Faguet, it's a really amazing opportunity, and it's free. You just need to click on the link and on the right time, and let's go. You can join the ideation workshop week. So let's go back a bit on the hackathon and pass through different stuff quickly, like on the Durac, because we organized this hackathon on this amazing platform called DoraX. It's they are partner, and it's the platform where you can organize some hackathon for free. So honestly, you want to organize some hackathon, you can easily in a few clicks create your hackathon and share, and let's go. So I'm gonna share it as well on the iExec, and everything you need to know are in this page. Like, why this hackathon? It's all around privacy, and privacy. It's a fundamental human right. Like, it's not like a feature, and it's exactly why we wanna add this layer in the DeFi, because DeFi, everybody, I think a lot of people are using DeFi right now, but we need this privacy layer, because you don't, for institution, they don't always want to let the people know, like, okay, I'm transferring this amount of USDC to someone. Like, you want to keep some stuff private, and it's exactly what you can do with iExec technology. So you can find some information about our dev tools, IAP generator, for instance. All you need to know about the workshop week. And usually hackathon, like, you can subscribe to a hackathon and participate to the hackathon, but we are providing 2 weeks of workshop. The first one, ideation workshop week, sponsored by 50 partners, and honestly amazing people. Louis Bestucci, Bastien Rowe, Adrien Faguet. Don't miss it. Ledger. And you've got Tech Week. Tech Week, it's a week dedicated to the iExec technology. And same, it's not on Zoom, and you just need to join the iExec Discord. And we created a Act for Privacy dedicated channel, so you can find everything in it. You can ask questions, everything you need to know. And we will organize a workshop to introduce the iExec technology, how you can quick start a project, bootstrap a project with our technology, the Hello World, the cDeFi use cases, like how I can add confidential layer on the DeFi project, live coding session. And you know what? It will be more than a live coding session. It will be a live vibe coding session. Because for right now, everybody is using AI, but you need to use AI in the right way if you want to ship a project fast, but rightly built. And it's exactly what we're going to showcase. It's how you can use Cursor, how you can use Claude AI to bootstrap a project with iExec Tech easily. And honestly, I think it was during East Sofia, a project, a team just built a project with iExec technology in 5 hours. It was a KYC using confidential computing. It was amazing. So you can do it. It's really easy. And of course, officer hours, AMA, you can ask anything you want during this session. I will be there with my team, and technical question, business question, etc. So the challenge, team size 5, reward. Okay, you can win money, and a step-by-step guide. And of course, if you don't really know what you could build, what kind of project, if you don't, you've got a kind of small idea, but you don't really know, we are providing some builder idea, like confidential real-world assets, confidential DeFi compute engine for advanced financial logic. Like, we know some privacy technology like FHE, they are able to do plus minus subtraction, but it's really slow. It's not really powerful. And with TEEs, with iExec technology, you can do a way more complicated algorithm. So that's pretty cool. Uniswap v4, if you want to combine Uniswap and iExec technology. And all you need to know after deliverable, evaluation criteria. And of course, I missed something really important. It's date. It starts 27th of January and finish the 7th at midnight February. And we already got 30 teams that subscribe to this event. So that's really, really cool. So if you've got any question, feel free to join iExec Discord or drop a question in this chat. And talking about question, I got one. I missed one. Richard, I think it's for you. Since you're focused on early stage startups, do you want those startups to have seed funding to prove market value?
No. Of course, for some startups, you need to have some fundings, and you don't have. For some of them, you don't need to be funded a lot to be successful. We have some examples at 50 Partners, and that's not a condition to be part of the accelerator to have already raised fund. On the contrary, we can help the startups to raise funds. So the way to evaluate if a startup is successful or not is not the amount of dollar they have from VCs. That's a clear lesson we have for 14 years at 50 Partners. And maybe if I can add something, one of the prize of this hackathon is we are deeply open to accelerate or have a strong due diligence or quick due diligence with some of the best hackers that want to move forward and not just put this project as a hackathon project, but to want to build a real startup company with that. We are more than open, and we want to make some due diligence, some professional due diligence at 50 Partners with some of the projects we saw hacking during this month of hackathon.
Nice, cool. Is there other questions? No, it's okay. So go on. Next part. Okay. Oh yeah, a builder asked me like, who can join this hackathon? Like, it's only for senior developer, only for really confirmed and people who know confidential computing. I think not.
That's the beauty of the hackathon. Everybody can join, and the idea is just to the result will be just based on the product and on the product you can build during this hackathon. So everyone can join this hackathon, and everyone is more than welcome to join.
Yeah, definitely. And like for instance, during the last hackathon we sponsored in Rome, a beginner team, 5 students. It was their first hackathon. They won the first prize. That's pretty cool. So honestly, even if you are beginner, even if you are you are not developer, you can join a team. It's 5-person maximum. So you can, maybe you are working in UX design, maybe you are in business stuff, whatever. So you can find teammate and build a team and hopefully win. Okay, so concrete example. Okay. Oh yeah, the really important part, the jury, the selection criteria.
Yeah,
that's really important. Like, and just after I will give you a few tips for builder. But first, what are the selection criteria? And I think Richard, it's maybe the same criteria you usually have when you are select a project in 50 Partners. What kind of criteria you are focusing on when you will select the project 50 Partners, and of course this hackathon?
Yeah, of course. So you have many criteria. The first one is, of course, how you use the iExec technology, the technical implementation, and all the GitHub, the technical and the GitHub stuff. About the product, personally, we are looking for clear use case, a functional front end, some current user flow, and if you can do it, a bit of design, of course. We want a source of innovation and creativity, and to have a real problem-solving approach, and of course to build a project based on a market need, and not just a really beautiful technical product, but a product that will that have a market. And the last criteria is more about the presentation and the pitch, because it's important to have a good project explanation in your video, because if you're not in Paris during the conference on February 10, this video that will be showcased in front of the audience. So that's all the criteria.
That's a really important point, this video.
Maybe the members of this jury, because we are not just 50 partners and iExec part of the jury. We also wanted to involve some other people. The first one is one of our partners, Stéphane Troma, CEO of Oak Invest, and also one of the biggest experts in Europe of X402. And the last one is Damien Roche, one of the partners of Blockwall, one of the biggest VC fund, Web3 VC fund in Europe, based in Germany.
Nice. And of course, 50 partners team and iExec team.
Yeah, and also, of course.
Our CTO, CRO, of course, the DevRel, and yes, of course. But the video, it's really, really important. I think it's the first things like the jury will watch. So please take time to record a video in good quality. The sound, it's really important. And yeah, you talked about the demo day, and the winner that will probably, if they are not in Paris, we will display their video. But this demo day, since it's an international hackathon, maybe we've got some hacker from Italy, we've got some in UK. So a news, an important news I forgot to tell about, it's the scholarship. Like, if you win this hackathon, first, second, third place, we can provide $400 to cover the cost of the travel, the accommodation, and the travel in France, to be there during the demo day and be able to showcase your project in live during this demo day. And that's cool, because there is some investor, there is some really important people. So it's an amazing opportunity to showcase your project and maybe, I don't know, get some funding and really good contact. Yeah. So yeah, really important. Scholarship, $400, cover the accommodation and the travel. So we're gonna communicate on it on our social. And just before wrap up this amazing live stream, a few tips for hacker. Like, if it's your first hackathon online, honestly, don't stay alone. Find a team. Ask question on the Discord. Ask question to the technical support. It's really important. And come and challenge your idea. Like, you've got a crazy idea. Okay, I'm gonna do something crazy in confidential DeFi. Come and ask us, and we will be there to say, okay, that's a pretty good idea. And we 50 partners and iExec, we will help you to improve this idea. So honestly, feel free to come join and ask a question. And of course, if you are using AI, just be careful with vibe coding. Like, okay, you can go fast, but sometimes the code is totally fucked. So just be a bit careful, but you will learn a lot during the ideation week with 50 partners. It starts next week, the 12th, and the workshop tech week just the week after, and the hackathon start the 27th and finish the 8th of February. And okay, I think it's time, 35 minutes. We can stay 20 minutes more if we want. So, but just any final word before we are wrapping up this live stream, Richard?
Let's act together. Come.
Yeah. So you can find all the information like sharing my screen. You go on X, just write iExec. Easy. You can find iExec, the main account, please follow, and the iExec developer one, like we are publishing constantly some update about our technology, and of course 50 partners. Easy to find the Web3 dedicated account. And oh my god,
Oh, that's a
oh
shame.
my god, oh
That's
my god,
a shame.
it was just for the demo, like it was for the demo, like you need to click on follow. Woohoo! Thanks again, Richard, for this live stream. It was amazing. It was amazing, and let's stay in touch and see you next week for the ideation week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.